Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're doing well. My name's Nick. This is my channel, Nicloves. This is going to be your love reading for September 2019. I really hope you guys are all doing well. As you know, these are journals, so it may not resonate with every single person. So if it doesn't fit your situation, please don't force it and just carry on with your day. This does apply to both men and women, whether you like men, women, both. Doesn't matter whether you're single, in a relationship, in a situationship, married, divorced, separated, doesn't matter. Again, I'm here to help you out. Do be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs because those are all aspects of who you are. I will also have the link to the extended reading below in the description box. It's pretty much like a part 2 of what you'll see here, where we dive in deeper, ask more questions, and go in deeper into the reading. All right, so you guys know what time it is. It's spritz time with rose water. So what I want you to do is relax, put yourself in a meditative mindset, get away from people, noise, maybe get some water, tea, whatever to relax you. And I want you to start working on your breathing, okay? So take a few deep breaths in and then out. And this time, when you take a deep breath in, I want you to acknowledge any heaviness you may be feeling, whether it's sadness, pain, anger, resentment, anything heavy that you just don't want to be carrying in your body anymore. And as you inhale and as you exhale, I want you to imagine all of that physically leaving your body, so you pushing it all out of you, okay? And do that as many times as you need to. It's a really simple exercise, but I find that's really, really effective. Everything I say out loud, I want you to imagine all of that coming into your life and you feeling it, experiencing it as if it's happening right now, okay? All right, so let's please bring them all healing, love, happiness, abundance, a good partner, make all their wishes come true. Smells like roses. Maybe you guys can smell it. If not, imagine it. It just smells so beautiful. I never get tired of that. Speaking of roses, I know some of you may be asking, roses, I smell them. Now I see them. Yes, I'm wearing roses too. You guys know how much I love roses. Well, exciting news. If you guys love this tank top as much as I do, it's by Hannah Stone. She's a Canadian artist and designer. She has a whole line of different products with astrology, tarot, crystals, and like beautiful images, even her art, printed images in tank tops, boxers, dresses, leggings, full and unique pieces. And if you guys are interested, I will have my code linked below and you can get free shipping on her website, all right? And also for those of you who are interested in winning something free from her website, we will have a free giveaway this month as well. All the rules and stuff will be in the description box if you're interested. You can win a free top, free boxers, whatever suits your boat, all right? And I myself will also be doing a free personal reading giveaway. All you have to do is like, share, comment on my videos, hit the notification bell, follow me on my Instagram, and leave me a comment. Let me know why you want a reading and, you know, all that stuff. It's my way of giving back and saying thank you for your love and support. All right, so if you're interested, all the information will be below. You guys will probably be seeing me wear more of her clothing and be posting pictures about it or featured in my videos. So without further ado, now let's get on to your reading. Hey Pisces, how are you? Hope you're doing good. All right, so you guys know the drill. You're gonna pick a side. One is for you, one is for the other person you will be dealing with or you're dealing with right now. If you're a cross watcher, it can work vice versa, so you could just switch it up. But I'm gonna say this side is for you, Pisces, and then the other side's for the other person. All right, so I'm gonna show you the cards and then we'll talk about it. So for your Oracle card, you got card number 14, or you could add 1 + 4, it's 5, and it says just laugh. Just laugh, have a good time, share some giggles, share some laughter, some jokes with someone, and laugh things off. If you're stressed or going through it right now, it's okay. Just laugh it off, brush it off. If you fall or do something silly or embarrass yourself, just laugh it off. It's not a big deal, okay? So the general advice for you to do this month is just to laugh things off. All right, so on your end here, we have the Knight of Crystals, the Strength card, and Serenity. Okay, and then your overall emotion is afraid. And then for the other person, we have the 7 of Wands, the Queen of Crystals, and the 3 of Swords. Okay, their overall emotion is desperate. And then the mutual emotion you guys are both sharing in some way is jealous. All right, so Pisces, I really feel like you guys are slowing down this month. You are taking things step by step, not rushing anything. I really feel like you're tapping into that Virgo energy this month, getting things in order, planning ahead, organizing, maybe getting back into the routine of things, whether it's like school, work, you know, back to school and all that stuff with kids. I really feel like you're getting back into routine of things and you're taking things day by day. You're not like pushing yourself to do everything so fast or to accomplish too much too soon. You're doing things step by step, and I really feel like you're being critical and making sure to take small actions towards what you're trying to do. I feel like this is going to be the month where you are acting, you are putting an effort, you are taking initiative. You're not going to really be in, well, you are going to be a little bit in your head, but I feel like you're making moves. You're making small moves towards whatever you're trying to do. A lot of you could really be focused on your career, work, a project, something that you really want to work on and make sure you're very careful with it. With love, I also feel like you're taking things slow. You're really taking your time to get to know someone, to see where their mind is at, how they operate, studying them, getting to know them on a deeper level. You don't want to do things too fast or fall head over heels too soon, like maybe you have in the past. I think actually that may be surprising to this person or to whoever you're dealing with, because maybe like they're used to you kind of always being like very bubbly or open and really talkative or always wanting to express and stuff. But I think this month you're kind of like just taking things slow, being chill about it, not being all over them. They may take it as like, oh, what's going on with Pisces? Like, why are they like not showing me so much affection or something? But I don't think it's just because like you don't want to, or just because you're focused on other things. You're trying, like, I feel like you're trying different techniques. You're trying to see what works for you. Making sure to do things the right way and not get too ahead of yourself. I think a lot of you are trying to create something for yourself. Like you're trying to create a solid foundation, a solid future for yourself, like on your own. And the next step or like your journey is kind of scary. Like you don't know where you're headed. So that's why you don't want to like run too fast to the finish line. You want to kind of like, you know, keep a steady pace or like walk, jog. Because you want to make sure like you don't miss anything, you know? You want to make sure you're doing everything right. Maybe some of you are like in a new environment or something, or you're just really trying to analyze your surroundings and see, okay, this works for me, this doesn't, how do I go about this? Like getting to know everything, okay? I feel like you're really analyzing everything around you, even analyzing like the people around you and relationships around you, okay? And I see here with the Strength card that you're really going to be excelling. You're really going to be getting a lot of strength, getting your strength and power back. Like if you were feeling a little bit exhausted after Leo season, which I can totally relate to. I'm a Pisces as well. I think now you're going to be kind of regaining your strength, feeling a little bit better, feeling stronger. A lot of you could be doing some little small changes to your appearance, whether it's like changing your hair color, cutting your hair, I don't know, doing some kind of physical changes to your body, getting stronger. I see a lot of you going to the gym or working out or getting involved in some kind of like exercise or like activity. I see a lot of you who could really be interested in like strength training. I don't know all the like specific terms, but I see some of you really trying to get toned, or if you're a guy, like you want more muscles, you want to feel stronger, testing your endurance, flexibility, all that stuff, okay? And I see a lot of you are really trying to excel, like you're really trying to hit the next level, like you want to shine, you want to be a star, you want to be really good at what you're doing. I think some of you have hopes or dreams to be famous, or maybe to be like a actor, actress, in theater, music, a musician, something like that. I feel like you really want to be like the star, you really want to shine. There's something that you really want to do, that you're trying to make sure you do like the right steps to get to that point, to get to the next level, okay? And if you have those dreams, congrats, don't give up on them, okay? Meant to do amazing things, and you're really meant to be a star, okay? And whatever you're trying to do, it's gonna take some hard work and strength, and you know, you have to be consistent. As long as you're consistent, you're gonna see results, okay? And nothing's gonna happen overnight, but I feel like if you keep it up and you stay strong, you keep your head held high, and you know, you learn through mistakes and trials and tribulations, you're gonna be okay. I see that you're probably gonna make a lot of, not a lot, but you're gonna make some strong relationships, or some of your relationships around you are gonna get stronger. You may meet someone who really has good advice or has a connection with work or school and helps you out that way. Someone you can look up to is like kind of like your teacher or like your mentor, something like that. Because I feel like right now you are in a mindset where like you know what you want and you know where you want to be, like you know where you're headed, but you know how to get there and what your next step is going to be is still kind of scary to you. It's still kind of like you're still a little bit afraid, but you know that you're going to get there. Like you have this passion inside of you, this drive, like you know what you want, and it's just a matter of, I think you're going to want to go within and find the answers within yourself. I think it's going to be a good time for like when you feel confused or lost or you get anxiety or anxious, kind of take a few seconds to yourself, be alone with yourself, meditate or listen to some music, write in your journal, because you're gonna find all the answers you need within yourself, okay? Serenity, this card, I believe is like the Hermit in the regular deck. So again, going along with like Virgo season, you're really tuning into the Virgo energy, which is actually your polar opposite, right? So it's gonna be a good time to go within, to analyze your actions and what your next step should be, but not overthink it too much, right? But I think now is going to be a good time to be organized. Organize your thoughts. Organize, okay, this is what I want to do. Like I have a few months until 2020 and I want to make sure I make the most out of it. I want to make sure I'm productive. I want to make sure that I'm, you know, using my time wisely. So time management is going to be an important thing this month. It's going to be a time where you're going to move slower, but you're going to be smarter about what you're doing. So sometimes it's not always about working hard, it's about working smarter, okay? And I think that's what you're gonna be like learning this month, what you're going to be like achieving and excelling at. Some of you could have like Leo in your chart or Virgo, maybe like Leo, Virgo, rising, moon, Venus, or something like that, okay? Your overall emotion is afraid. It says frightened, fearful, scared. So I kind of feel like you think that everyone's watching you. Okay, you may be feeling like everyone's watching you and you're scared, like, oh, like, where am I going? I don't know where this road is heading. It's dark. I don't know what's at the end of the tunnel. Like, I don't know if this is my right direction, if this is where I'm supposed to be. So you're gonna be kind of like overthinking a little bit, but don't be scared. You have big dreams, okay? And those big dreams sometimes are scary. And the fact that they are scary shows you that they probably have big potential to do something amazing for your life. So I feel really, if your dreams aren't scary or they don't scare you in some way, then you need to dream bigger, okay? But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You may be thinking like people are judging you and watching you and everything, but really, even if they are, that doesn't matter. And sometimes we overthink because we believe people around us are staring at us or watching us and stuff, but really no one really cares that much. Everyone's too focused on themselves, on their life and what they're doing. At least people who are, you know, wanting to be successful and stuff, they're not worried about other people, they're worried about them. So sometimes you may feel like, oh, like so-and-so is watching me or they're judging me or whatever, but really they're really not. Sometimes I think it's kind of like an ego thing where we think like the world revolves around us and everyone's watching us, everyone's interested in us, but it's not always like that, you know? It's just our perception of it. And I do feel like there probably are a lot of people that like to watch you, like to look at you or stare at you, and sometimes you feel uncomfortable. It makes you feel kind of weird, right? I get it, because I feel like that too when people like look at me or are staring at me, but don't take it the wrong way. Maybe they're just admiring you. Maybe they just like how you look, or something about your energy, or you have a really bright, beautiful aura or something. So don't worry too much about it. It doesn't always mean it's a bad thing. When it comes to like this other person that you're dealing with, or that you will be dealing with, I see that you're going to be taking things slower with them, or slowing things down if you're already like talking to them, and focusing more within yourself and being strong as an individual. I feel like you're really trying to make a name for yourself so that you can be independent or self-sufficient, which I think is really, really good. And I think maybe this other person may take it the wrong way, or they may think like, oh, what if there's someone else or something, because you're kind of like pulling back a little bit. But I think it's just this like moment of like, you need some space. And I think that's what other signs sometimes don't get, that it's not that you know, I feel like there's different Pisces out there. We're all a little bit different, right? None of us are the same, but we all sometimes need our space where we need to just like reconnect, regroup ourselves. And it doesn't mean that we don't want to be with the person or that we don't love them anymore. It's just sometimes we need to like gather ourselves together and get away from, you know, because we absorb so much energy and stuff from the world that we need to like gather ourselves and kind of reconnect with ourselves. So that's what you're doing this month, kind of reconnecting, recharging, and kind of aligning yourself again. Like, let me get my chakras balanced, let me like get my life together, and then I can go out and then I can go get my errands done. I feel like that's you, okay? You need to like meditate right now. If you do like work on some meditations, or do put on some like sleep meditations, there's a lot of cool free ones on YouTube. I have a free playlist, a public playlist on my YouTube channel as well, if you're interested, of all like my favorite ones. You can take like a bubble bath, connect with nature this month. That's gonna really help you connect with nature. Go for a hike, go for a walk barefoot on grass, go to the beach. That's gonna really help you out, okay? Just to like make you feel grounded again. Because I think Leo season may have been kind of like all over the place, kind of too much fire. And you're all water, right? You're all water. So too much fire is like, so I think this month is going to be the time for you to kind of reground yourself and, you know, get your feet on the ground and just feel like normal again. So now on this end here, like we saw earlier, we have the 7 of Wands, the Queen of Crystals, and the 3 of Swords. Okay, so like I said, I feel like because you're kind of taking a step back and slowing things down, I think the other person's going to pick up on that and maybe get thrown off and think, whoa, what's going on? Like, is there someone else? Is Pisces talking to someone else? What's going on here? Like, they're kind of be on maybe defense mode, or thinking that you're going to leave them, or you're doing something else, or you're doing something behind their back, when really maybe that's not the case at all. Or I could also see that maybe there is a friend or someone around them that they talk to that may be telling them things or be putting things in their head. So it's almost like an enemy within their own circle, who maybe not like an enemy, but maybe someone who may be like, oh yeah, like, you know, Pisces is probably talking to someone else, or oh yeah, you know, Pisces, they're too friendly, like who knows what they're doing. If they're not talking to you, who knows? Like, someone may be putting things in their head, and it may not really even be true at all, okay? And then with the Queen of Crystals, you could be connecting with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If not, it doesn't have to be, it just could be the energies that I'm picking up right now. But this person really just values, they want to feel grounded. They like to have hard facts and proof of everything, okay? So I feel like they're looking for proof. They're looking for like, okay, I'm picking up this, but I'm not sure, like someone's putting this in my head, but maybe it's not true. I need to see what the deal is. So I think they may actually like ask you, or they may try to like catch you on something when really there's nothing going on. But I'm also picking up that because they might be focused on, you know, their work or their school and stuff like that, and usually they're used to you kind of being like, you know, more affectionate, or like, hey, what's up, or talking to them more. Or maybe you haven't been calling as much, or you haven't been responding as quickly as you used to. They think that something's wrong, but nothing's really wrong. You know, it's just you kind of having to regroup yourself, you know what I mean? So I think they may be talking to someone or talking to, you know, friends, or even consulting like a person or like a reader or psychic or something like that, trying to find answers. I think they're trying to find answers of what's going on with you, okay? Or where your mind is at, or like, oh my gosh, this Pisces is gonna leave me. What are they doing? Like, are they mad at me? I'm not sure. Like, they're kind of confused in a way, or feeling like maybe someone is trying to get in between you guys. With the Three of Swords, I kind of feel like they are really in their head. So they start by having this idea like, okay, maybe Pisces is talking to someone, or what's going on, like maybe they want to leave me, like I'm not sure. And then they have this friend maybe who's like, oh yeah, who knows, I would look into that. And so they're trying to figure out, get their answers, and they can't find no hard proof or evidence of what's going on, because there's nothing going on, most likely. And it's like they're breaking their own little heart. With the Three of Swords here, I feel like they are doing it to themselves when there's nothing really going on. And I don't feel like you're intentionally, like you're not doing anything. You're really not doing anything, but I think they suspect like you're doing something, but you're not. Okay, maybe some of you are, but most of you, I feel like you're not. And they feel heartbroken. I feel like there's something that they hear, or someone's telling them, or they hear by word of mouth or gossip, or they assume that you're lying, or you're cheating, or that you're gonna leave them, or you don't like them anymore, or something. They get really in their head. They start like telling themselves stuff and it's not true at all, or someone is kind of making them believe these things, okay? So it's like they're breaking their own little heart, but nothing's going on. So if you're a cross watcher, I don't think Pisces is doing anything. They're not lying. They're not cheating on you. They're just kind of finding themselves right now. If they're not giving you as much attention, I think it's just because they're trying to like hold themselves together and feel grounded again. So I don't feel like you guys are up to anything or up to no good. But I think this person's creating this like problems and fears and like pain and heartbreak like on their own, if you know what I mean. Their overall emotion is desperate. It says frantic, out of control, in need. So I think this person has a need to always be in control of situations. Like when they don't know what's going on with you, or when they feel confused, or like they don't know how you feel, they feel like, oh, like they get so much anxiety because they need to know. They have this like desire. They need to know where you stand. They want to be reassured. There's someone who probably is really one of their main love languages is like words of affirmation. And I think when you don't speak to them as much, or when you're kind of slower, or they feel like you're not giving as much, they get anxious and stressed out because they feel like maybe you're letting go and they don't want you to let go. Okay, so I feel like this is someone who really likes to know everything about you. They like to know what's going on, and when they don't know what you're doing, or like let's say they call you or text you and then you don't respond for like a long time, and usually you always respond very fast, or you respond all the time, they may freak out and be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Like this is so unlike Pisces, like what's happening? I don't know. And they start getting stressed out, kind of all in their head. Okay, so right now they're kind of like desperate, searching for answers. But there's no answer needed because nothing's going on. I think they just maybe don't understand that like, oh, you just need your quiet, your space right now just to figure your own self out. And it doesn't mean that anything is wrong in particular. You just like, I just need some space, you know, like everything's good. Like nothing's wrong. Don't worry. I just need to do my Pisces things that I do. You know what I mean? Have some like self-care and just like get away in your dreamland. The mutual emotion you guys are both feeling in some way is jealous. Jealous. It says envious, suspicious, possessive. So I really feel like on this person's end, they may be feeling jealous or have suspicions that maybe you're lying to them, or that you're spending time with someone else, or oh my gosh, maybe Pisces is talking to someone else, or they're interested, or maybe they have a work husband, a work wife, and that's why they're not talking to me anymore and they're freaking out. But really that's not the case, okay? And I think you're probably like, what do you mean? Like, no, nothing's going on. I'm just trying to reconnect with myself. That's all. But I think they have heavy suspicions, and I think it's just because they may be a little bit of a control freak or a little bit possessive over you, but just because they really care about you a lot. Like they don't want to lose you. They don't want anyone to take you away from them. And I think they're scared. They're scared that someone's going to take you away or that you're going to leave them. But I feel like that's really not the case. And I think that's why we got just laugh. You're like, what do you mean? Like, why are you freaking out? Like, I'm not going to leave you. Like, relax. And I think this is why this like joking element is here, because it's funny because they have it all wrong. It's not even like that at all. All right, so if you're dealing with someone like that, just reassure them, just tell them that you're just moving slow because you're trying to focus your attention and be organized about whatever you're trying to do right now. And that just means you need to focus more of your attention on that. Doesn't mean you have someone else or anything like that, okay? I think they're just not used to it. When you act out of character, they start like freaking out, you know, and get stressed out, but it's really not like that. All right, so you could be dealing with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, maybe an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But really could be any sign, but those are just ones that I saw. I mainly feel earth sign, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be the energy this person's embodying. But if you're interested, we're going to look further in the extended reading. I'm going to find out more about this person, who they are, what they're all about. We're going to look into it with the archetype cards to get more details about them, see what comes through for us. And then we're going to look into tapping into their headspace, what's going on in their head, what are they thinking about you, tapping into their heart space, what are they truly feeling in their heart and soul for you, what they want you to know that you don't know, and where you guys are headed in the near future. If you're interested, I'd love for you to join me down there. The link will be below for the extended. If not, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated with you or what your situation is. I'd love to know. I feel like a lot of times Pisces is, gets this bad rep for always being like too friendly or too flirty and maybe cheating or something like that. But I feel like this case, you're not doing anything bad. They're just really in their head and freaking out over nothing. Okay, so yeah, talk to me in the comments. I'll meet you guys on there. And thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you guys lots of healing, love, happiness, laughter, good times, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post. I'd appreciate it so much. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.